Tonight we're at the opening of the Mär Martinez exhibition, Holding Myself Close. The pieces are called Praying with My Eyes Wide Open. So the artwork is about prayer shawls, about material that her family took with them when they fled from Syria. There's a vulnerability in that they're all cut out. They're not like a picture on a canvas, but they're like an object.
My family is from Syria, but also my dad is Cuban, so there's a blend of cultural inputs coming in to my upbringing. And then we also live in America, so I was kind of trying to rectify cultural tradition and particularly faith-based rituals, since a lot of culture is held in faith. And coming from an agnostic point of view, I'm trying to figure out how I can take things that are meaningful and preserve them with me so I don't lose my connection to my familial line.
Mär has dual heritage, which I'm really interested in. You know, that diverse element brings richness to her work. She's exploring that heritage and questioning it in a very beautiful, meaningful way that I think a lot of the public of Orlando and beyond can relate to. You know, we all have those questions, you know, when you're a migrant, but not necessarily a migrant as well, when you're a post-migrant, you know, your parents have migrated, your grandparents have migrated. That richness of your heritage is something you're going to want to mine, you know, investigate, and she's really doing that really powerfully on a daily basis through her art.
I work primarily by writing about things first, so the written word and language is very important to me, and that's how I kind of organize my thoughts. And then from there I begin to develop imagery. These pieces are inspired by textiles and rugs that my family brought over from Syria when they were fleeing, that I grew up with around my home, and I was taking these textiles and draping them over the figure to kind of convey this idea of movement and tension that exists between these opposing forces. And the way that I physically create my work is I sketch it out and then I hand cut them with a jigsaw. So there's this violent act of removing something from its context. And they become these objects that exist in the outside world. And the surfaces are finally treated with very thin, detailed layers of paint that kind of like lovingly juxtapose like the harsh edge that you get from when you're cutting something out.
Arts throughout the millennium have been the expression of human soul. And our mayor, Demings, understands that, is very supportive of the need for us to provide art-enriching experiences for all of our citizens.
Well, in some ways, we're all artists, and in some degree, some are just better than others. But it creates the opportunity for us to experience a different culture, and perhaps a different way of looking at things than we've not ever looked at them before, and to appreciate our differences.
I mean, art is essential to life, and it continually pushes the boundaries of our understanding. And I think one of the great things about art is that it's able to foster conversations, sometimes difficult conversations between people, and they're able to sit and have a discussion about something that may challenge their worldview or allow them to empathize and understand somebody else's experiences. And I think that anytime that you're trying to expand your mind and learn more about something that exists outside of yourself, it's very important. So it's a huge educational tool, and I'm so thankful to be a part of a community that values the arts.